to Queenstown.
A new place, a new home.
Good morning peeps. I am out and about today. I have taken a 45-minute drive from Strawn, where we stayed for the last 2 nights, and have arrived here in Queenstown. No, it is not New Zealand. This is Queenstown, Tasmania. So we are staying here for 1 night, but today we are going to do the Wilderness Railway. We're doing the Racking Gorge journey. So let's go. So this 5-hour journey starts and finishes in Queenstown. There's paid parking on site. Grab a coffee at the cafe and check out the museum before departure. It's going to stop along the way. Each stop has toilets, and at Dubbill Barrill it will do a turntable turn and head back. Don't worry about what side you're seated on because you swap on the way back. There's 2 carriage options. We had the Heritage. If you want the Wilderness option, which I'll call that first class, book early because we missed out. So the first stop we've made is Lynchford, where we are going to pan for some gold, and we've been told to watch out for the leeches.
And then you take some of the water out, and then you shake it so the gold goes to the bottom, and then you dip it in with a 45-degree angle to get rid of the big stones. And the little sanding grit that you have left at the bottom is what you're looking for your gold in.
Yeah.
But you've got some more to tip off. So with some water, then you take the little gold off the bottom, and then you twist it on a 45-degree angle and tip all those big stones out.
Right, okay.
So this leg of the journey, heading to the next stop, we're about to climb one of the Southern Hemisphere's steepest tracks on the unique ab, rack and pinion system.
The rack and pinion system was invented by a Swiss engineer by the name of Dr. Roman Abt. Now, Roman Abt is originally a clockmaker, and that's very fitting because it works like 2 cogs in a clock. You see, there is a 3rd rail that runs up the middle of the track, known as the rack. This rack has large teeth in it. Underneath the engine there are 2 cog wheels that look like oversized clock cogs. These are the pinion wheels. They are powered by a separate set of steam cylinders. When the rack and cogs meet each other, they lock in. From there, it's a simple fact of firing up that engine, and it winds its way to the top of the hill, like 2 cogs in a clock. That sounds simple, but you have to understand, this has never been seen in Australia before. They had no idea if it would work here on the windy, narrow tracks in the middle of the rainforest. So another question is, would you take a gamble like that? Would you lay everything on the line, excuse the pun, and risk your whole operation on a system that you did not know would work at all? We have climbed from 90 metres above sea level to 250 metres above sea level. That's the same height as a 37-storey building, or 2.5 times the size of the Sydney Opera House. And we did that in just 2.5 kilometres. That's impressive for our little engine. It was very hard work. Our engine has a 3,000 litre water tank, and we used most of that to get into the top of this hill. The next station that we'll be pulling into is Rinadeena. Again, in acknowledgement of the
things first. Straight up here. So the next stop on the railway track is the Rinadeena stop, and we're here for about 20 minutes. The 20 minutes isn't that long, but I made a beeline for the bridge. We can get a pretty good view of the train from above. Train enthusiasts, well, you can have time to check out the train again. There's a cafe on site where you can purchase light snacks and drinks, unless of course you've got the wilderness ticket where that's included. There's a toilet on site, and I found this not so hidden mine. Come on in.
Oh my god.
It's a mine. So as we leave Rinadeena for our final station, you may notice a number of empty seats. Well, while we may have made our way to Dubbill Barrill by rail, our joining passengers made their way by river. So just an FYI, if you're up for a little bit of an adrenaline adventure, you could do the gorge raft and steam experience. I'll link it below. So the next train stop is Dubbill Barrill. There is a 10-minute walk, I think. We stopped here for 20 minutes, but I'm just going to watch the train turn itself around. So as we leave Dubbill Barrill, we now get to swap sides of the train, and this side definitely has the best views of the King River Gorge. By the way, this is the river that the rafters travelled down and met us at Dubbill Barrill. We were lucky enough that it stopped for a brief moment for us to snap a shot or two, and our journey continued back to Queenstown. It's recognised as one of the world's iconic train journeys, winning numerous tourism awards. It was definitely a highlight of my Tasmanian holiday. After the wilderness railway journey, I've just popped up to the Spion Kop lookout, which is overlooking Queenstown here in Tasmania. A little bit of a leg burner just at the top, but check out this view, peeps. There's the rail station that we went to today. Queenstown, is it worth the walk? Yeah, maybe. So this is the main street of the small west coast town in Queenstown. Blink and you might just miss it. Kind of gave me this old, isolated vibe. Obviously not much to do. The rail journey, obviously the top tourist attraction here. A one night stay is definitely worth it to break up a long journey back to Hobart. Take yourself up to the steel Queenstown sign and you'll get some impressive valley views. My one night here in Queenstown. I'm here in the Gold Rush Motor Inn. This is room number 11, very reasonably priced for the overnighter. It's got the 2 beds, it has a TV, and it actually has a small kitchenette with the basic facilities. The bathroom, obviously your usual amenities, and if you've watched my vlogs before, you will know I love a bath. This one has one, and damn skippy I used it. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. We are about to check out of our accommodation here in Queenstown, and we are hitting the road back to Hobart. First stop, Horsetail Falls. Fingers crossed it is not rainy, cold or windy.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, really wanna know.
This is the view up the top, but I actually think the view partway down the bottom is a little bit better. Okay, so just across the road from the Horsetail Falls is the Ironblow lookout. It's a 900-metre drive and the lookout is right here. So let's go have a look. This is the Ironblow lookout. Spectacular, nice and blue. So we have our next stop, which is Nelson Falls. It was only about a 20-minute drive to get here. It says that this walk is easy and it will take about 20 minutes, so let's go. Nelson Falls, and it's pretty spectacular. And this is a national park, so you do need a parks pass. If you have bought one of those holiday park passes, just make sure it's displayed in your car. This is just a little platform along the way. There's a number of bridges on the way like this, and there's a ton of fern just everywhere. It's nice and green and lush, and there's a lot of moss on the trees. But this walk so far has been really, really nice. Look at the greeny moss on these trees. Ooh. And just like that, whoo, check out this waterfall, peeps. Check her out. Woo! Nelson Falls. Wow, pretty spectacular. Whew. Yeah, this one's nice. Look at this. Woo! So on the way through to Hobart, we stopped at the Wall. Now you cannot take photos or videos in there. It cost $20 to get in, and it just blew me away. There are 100 hand sculpted timber panels. The building itself from the outside doesn't look too much, but when you go in, it's just beautiful, the inside of the building. Then there's 2 lanes of panels. The panels tell a story I wandered through 3 times, and each time I walked through, I created the vision or the story, or I made it up. Obviously it's my interpretation of the story. You go down one side of the wall, that was the most impressive part, which was talking about the Tasmanian devil, a bit about the indigenous culture. On the other side of the wall there is a part about the working conditions back in the day. You can buy drinks, there's books to buy if you want to buy books. You can there's a cafe in there, a small cafe. There's fireplaces in there, but it was totally worth the $20. So when you're here going through Derwent, make sure you stop at the wall. Hey there peeps, I have arrived at the riverfront motels here in Hobart after our drive from Queenstown today. It was a long day. If you're looking for some cheap accommodation, this place ain't bad. I'm sitting here on their little wee wharf. I'm going to watch the sun go down. Not that there is much sun. But this actually finalises this vlog. In fact, it actually finalises my Tasmanian series. If you have liked my video, give me a thumbs up and a like. Why don't you subscribe to my channel below? And if you need to know anything or want to know anything, comment below. Feel free to also check out my Tasmanian series or my other videos. And I'll spot you in the next video, peeps. Booyah!